Good morning, everybody. This is Mark, and we're back here for T3 Live. It's Tuesday, so what do we have going on this morning? Yesterday, much of a digestion day in the overall market as a whole, which was not unexpected based on what we saw last week and the huge move from Wednesday to Friday through Friday actually in the S&Ps overall. Hit a little resistance around 1392. Took a little break. We're now around 1380, I believe. But I just expect a little back and forth trading to happen overall in the S&Ps. But meanwhile, you're seeing leading stocks continue to lead, break out. We have a lot of good-looking charts out there, in my opinion. Doesn't mean you can chase, especially considering we're winding down earnings. We're getting into August. You're going to get some soft trading across the board. But overall, a lot healthier than it did look even 4 or 5 days ago. You gotta adjust to the tape and adjust to the market. You couldn't have seen. I don't think you could have seen that rally that happened last week. But if you fight it, and if you continue to fight it at this point, then I think you're being a little bit pig-headed. I don't think that's the smartest move in the world. At this point, I think there's probably a few good scalp shorts on individual plays, but overall, I'm seeing some real leadership back. Apple's back above 600 even this morning. I think the release of the iPad or the iPhone 5 is coming. It was on this website, and now I think it's on all the blogs. I think that's September 12th. So I think that's normally gives a lift to the stock overall. Maybe it touches 620, but obviously it's up to $7 this morning. You're gonna have to wait. And then it's just earnings, really. We're in the thick of earnings season, and it's just, best in breed keeps going higher, and the ones that just miss earnings, really, quite frankly, are just going lower. So, you have Google, which keeps chugging along, had a little bit of a down day yesterday, but looks great. Priceline looks great. Expedia looks very good from that point of view. Then you have Amazon still hanging in there. What I'm looking to do right now is find stocks that are anywhere from 3 to 5 to 9 days basing after earnings. So that means you go back, a week or two into earnings and find stocks that have gapped up nicely after the earnings or gapped down nicely after the earnings. A gap up nicely after earnings, a few more days, and Amazon would be that type of play, and Expedia would be that type of play. Something that on a gap down would be like a Netflix that missed earnings, it's gapping down, has basically been basing below 60, 50 for a little while, which looks like it's probably going to, at some point, touch the $50 mark, and it's just going to go lower. I like to find those ideas. That's where I take advantage of, these second or third moves that happen. And quite frankly, they're not on everybody's radar, which is one of the key components to what we look at also. So back to leadership, Walmart continues to, break new highs. Costco looks great. I saw Amgen, following through with earnings from the other day, I believe. Retail's a mixed bag. You have Under Armour, which is basically at new highs, and you had Coach, which just came out with earnings, which was not good. So now that's looking terrible. But on the retail front, I still like Lulu on pullbacks. I like Coors. I think it's starting to look a little bit more constructive on a technical level. The banks, I think, brokers take a break for a little bit, and oil services not really watching too heavily. And the ags, again, let them take a day or two of rest. See if they retain their uptrend, which I believe they will. But again, we are getting into August, so you're going to have to really just pick and choose your spots. And this morning, I think that's much of the same. We have MA coming out tomorrow. X this morning looks okay. Herbalife up a little bit. Cirrus Logic is probably going to be where some attention is going to be, up $6. I think it's going into the Apple product. So I think that's, obviously huge demand there, and it looks great on the chart. And I think it's a decent amount short, so we'll have to see what happens with it overall. So it's CRUS is certainly going to be on my radar. And overall, guys, again, you got to find your rhythm. You got to find the idea that works for you. A lot of ideas are thrown out there. Doesn't matter. Key is hone in on a few solid ideas, solid setups that work for you. And like I said, I'm doing a lot more work now on stuff that has either gapped up or gapped down over the last week or two, and I'm trying to find new opportunities that will to take advantage of over the next few days, possibly a few weeks, into through the end of August, which historically is going to be slow. So today, end of month, might get a little frosting on top. I'm not sure. I think the S&P still really just hover, but I think stocks overall selectively are showing decent strength. And I think you just got to be selective. Good luck today. Talk to you later.
Hello everybody, my name is Pete Renzulli, Chief Marketing Officer of T3Live.com. Really excited about introducing you to and inviting you to the first T3 Live Active Trader Summit. There's going to be a ton of great content, but the number one reason you want to come is you want to be able to network and associate with other like-minded people who have a burning desire to learn how to be a trader. So I'm going to ask you to make a trade. Trade one Saturday for some of your time to come down and learn strategies, tactics, techniques, and put some faces to the people that you see in the virtual trading floor in T3 Live, and learn to take your trading bigger. Learn how to be a better trader than you are now. Learn the strategies. It's going to be a lot of fun. Go to T3Live.com and register. If you would like to join us at the post-event cocktail reception, you can also upgrade to either premium or VIP. That's up to you, but either way, please take advantage of the general admission, 2 free tickets. Bring a friend, bring a neighbor, bring a wife, bring a girlfriend, maybe bring both, but come down and expect to have a great time.